If you're thinking about buying vacant land in Tennessee, you're going to want to listen up while I share 5 critical points you need to know before they become landmines in your buying process. And stick around to the end to learn exactly where to buy for less in the Nashville area. Tennessee, with its beautiful landscapes, rolling hills, and lively neighborhoods, is becoming more and more popular for land buyers. Dreaming of a custom house, thinking of farming, or maybe even real estate investment? We've got you covered. But buying land can be tricky, and this guide will help you understand key issues like land restriction, sewage, loan options, and more. So let's dive into it. First up, we have land restrictions. Dreaming of building that 10-car garage with a zoo in the backyard? Or can't imagine that that person is your neighbor? Well, you're gonna wanna check your land restrictions. In Tennessee, land is often classified as either restricted or unrestricted, impacting how it can be used. Restricted land is subject to zoning laws and regulations that dictate specific usage, such as residential, commercial, or agriculture. These restrictions ensure orderly development and compatibility with surrounding areas. On the other hand, unrestricted land offers more freedom, allowing owners to use property for various purposes without the stringent zoning laws. Choosing between restricted and unrestricted land depends on your vision for the property. Restricted land provides a level of predictability about what you and your neighbors can do, which might be appealing if you're looking for consistency in a residential community. On the other hand, unrestricted land offers flexibility, ideal for unconventional projects or commercial ventures. Equally important is the surrounding area and future use of that land. Proposed infrastructure, projects, commercials, buildings, or residential communities can dramatically alter the area's character and impact your property's value. Local planning departments and public records can provide insights into future developments. Understanding these potential changes can help you make a more informed decision about the suitability of a piece of land for your needs. Before purchasing, investigate local zoning laws and restrictions by contacting the county or city planning departments or working with your real estate agent, ensuring your plans for the land are feasible. Now let's talk about the importance of sewage planning. In Tennessee, especially in rural or undeveloped areas, access to city sewage systems may not be available, making it imperative for land buyers to consider on-site sewage disposal systems such as septic tanks. Planning for sewage is crucial because it affects the usability of the land, environmental health, and compliance with state and local regulations. To do this, you will need to perform a percolation test to determine how the land perks. What this means is a test will be performed that determines the absorption rate of soil to assess its suitability for a septic system. This test is critical in our area where soil types vary significantly across regions. A failed perk test means the land cannot support a standard septic system, leading to the need for alternative solutions, which can be costly. If the land does perk, it will also determine the size of a home the soil can accommodate. So you may be free and clear to build out a mini mansion, or may need to be more conservative with a smaller home, all depending on the perk test and what the soil can support. You'll want to make sure a perk test has been completed, is still valid, or make it a contingency within the offer that the land does perk successfully. You can also engage with local health departments or certified professionals to conduct a perk test before finalizing your land purchase and ensure it meets your needs for sewage disposal. Now let's talk about easements. Easements are a crucial aspect to consider when purchasing land. They are legal rights that allow others to use a portion of your property for a specific purpose. Easements can significantly impact how you can use your land, so it's essential to understand them fully. Some common types of easements are a right-of-way easement. This is often used for access for neighboring properties to access through yours. A conservation easement, which protects natural resources by limiting development, and utility easements, which allow utility companies to install lines and pipes and access the resource. Before purchasing land, thoroughly review the property's title and any recorded maps to identify existing easements. It's also wise to consult with a real estate attorney or title company to understand the implications of any easement on your property. While easements can ensure access to essential services or preserve natural beauty, they can also limit where you can build structures or modify the landscape. So knowing the details and locations of the easement can help you plan your property development effectively. You'll want to know if the land you're wanting to purchase has access to certain basic services or if it's considered unimproved land. Checking for access to essential utilities like water, electricity, gas, and even internet is crucial, especially in more rural parts of Tennessee. Lack of access to these services can not only inconvenience but can also increase the cost of developing the land. Inquire with local utility companies about the availability of services and any associated hookup fees or infrastructure costs. Unless you have plans to live that camping life or just completely off the grid, for land in remote areas, consider the feasibility and cost of installing utilities. Sometimes alternative solutions, such as wells for water, septic tanks for sewage, solar panels for electricity, and even satellite for internet, may be necessary. Assessing these aspects early on can help you better plan your budget and future projects on the land. Last but not least, let's talk about the money. When not paying cash, financing the purchase of land can differ significantly from financing a home purchase. There are 3 common loan types for land purchases, and the first step is a land loan. These are specifically designed for purchasing undeveloped land and typically have higher interest rates and down payment requirements compared to traditional mortgages. This is due to the perceived higher risk and lack of collateral on that land. If you plan to build immediately, a construction loan might be a suitable option. These loans cover the cost of the land and construction, but often require detailed building plans and timelines. They have higher interest rates and are shorter in length than other loans and only cover the building phase, so you may want to take out a traditional mortgage to pay this off once the building is complete. Finally, there is the USDA loan. For eligible rural and suburban land purchases, USDA loans can offer benefits like no down payment and lower interest rates. However, they come with specific eligibility requirements related to the location and use of the land. To check the eligibility of the land you're thinking of buying, you can go straight to the USDA website and use the property eligibility tool to find out. Each loan type has its advantages and disadvantages. For instance, land loans offer flexibility for buyers not ready to build, but their terms can be less favorable. Construction loans streamline the financing for immediate buyers, but require a lot of upfront planning and are short term. USDA loans are attractive for those who qualify, offering favorable terms, but they are restricted by location and usage requirements. Improving your chances of loan approval involves several strategies, such as being in a strong financial position, being prepared with potential building plans, and understanding the criteria for each loan type. It's of course best to work with a great lender who can walk you through each of these and other options and help make recommendations suited towards your unique situation. Buying land in Tennessee offers a unique set of opportunities for potential landowners. Whether for personal use, development, or investment, doing your homework, consulting with experts, and planning for the future can help ensure that your land purchase aligns with your long-term goals and dreams. Remember, a successful land acquisition starts with informed decision-making and ends with the realization of your vision for the property. So what if instead of buying land, you just want to know where to live in this ever-growing city, but for just a little bit less than the mainstream prices? Well, tune into the next video where I will walk you through the most affordable neighborhoods you can still snag a great property in the Greater Nashville area. In the meantime, if you have any questions about buying, selling, or living in the Nashville area, drop a comment, send me a message, or just give me a call. I am always happy to chat.